Bottom 64, top 65. My next bullet point. Discovering an activity that can't be separated from him. Bottom 64 is reasoning about his body and his soul. But I don't know what a soul is. Is it some sort of, I know not what, some sort of, air or fire that dwells inside the body? It's connected with the breath or the heart? Is it brain waves? Who knows what the soul is? We'll set that aside too. What is it that I know? I think about my body, but I gave up my body when I gave up my senses and my memory. Rebecca? What is this one activity that's inseparable from me? I'm trying to answer the question, what am I?
Thought exists.
Right, it's thought. It's right in the middle of page 65. What about thinking? Here I make my discovery. Thought exists, and it alone cannot be separated from me. I am, I exist, that is certain, but for how long? For as long as I am thinking. Back to Mariana, perhaps. Mariana exists so long as she is the one who is thinking and being deceived. So his first conclusion here is that thought and only thought is inseparable from me. Wherever I am, whenever I'm certain that I'm existing, there's always me thinking. It's the thinking me that exists, that I'm certain of. What about the sleeping me? Do I know I exist when I'm sleeping? Not really, not unless I'm thinking in my sleep. If I'm in a coma, I don't know. If I'm insensible, I don't know. But as long as I'm actively thinking and reflecting and aware of my own thinking, then I have that guarantee against the evil demon. Something important here. Descartes jumps pretty quickly from this conclusion that thought is inseparable from me to the conclusion that my essence is thought, that I am my thought deep down. I'm not the rational animal. I am a thinking substance. His answer to what am I would be a thinking substance. I'm a thing that thinks. That's what I am. Everything else I don't know about, but right down at the core, the one thing that is undoubtedly me, that's inseparable from me, is my thought. And therefore he thinks, he's justified in concluding also, that my essential quality is nothing other than thought. My thought is nothing, my essence is nothing other than thought. Oh, I forgot. I shared this. I got to stop sharing. Back again, sorry about that. So his conclusion, he goes from the realization, the insight that only thought is inseparable from me, to the conclusion that only thought is the only part of, is the only thing that is my essence. Therefore, I am a thinking substance. This is his definition. Something to think about if we're considering this in the context of Bill 203 and of what's coming in this course. There's a big difference between saying I'm a thinking substance and say I'm a rational animal. What are some of the differences? We've got two people. One says I'm a thinking substance, the other one says I'm a rational animal. They're both correct in a sense, but they differ about what's most essential in themselves. What's included? What kind of ideas or qualities are included in being a rational animal that are left out of being a thinking substance?
They can have a body, you have control of it.
Okay, so if I'm an animal, notice animal here is the noun, rational is the action modifying the noun. So most fundamentally here for Aristotle, humans are animals. So they have all the properties that animals have, including having a body. What follows from having a body is having bodily needs and bodily desires. So all the desires and the need to feed the body, to wash the body, to keep the body warm so it doesn't freeze to death, all those things are built into the definition of man. For Aristotle, they're left out for Descartes because I'm just a thinking substance. Do I have a body? I do in fact have a body, but I need to reason my way to it because the body is not essential to what I am. I would be the same thing, the same Descartes, the same Annandale, without my body. In fact, if my body turns out to be an exception by the evil demon or a dream state, it would still be me doing the thinking. So my essence wouldn't change. My body were radically different from what I suppose it to be. So things like will and desire, and also bodily needs, come in very early on, very, very deep down at the foundation of what it means to be human for the rational animal definition. those things get added in later for Descartes. So if I were trying to predict this just from looking at this piece of thought, I would expect the modern tradition following Descartes might potentially have some problems with relating the mind to the body, with dealing with the body in its proper place in human affairs and in human life. As we spin forward through the centuries, we'll take a look at that idea moving towards Nietzsche's Last Man and beyond, catch up to our starting point later on. Keep that in mind. There's something happening here that's taking the body sort of off the table for the time being until the mind can reason its way back to it.